How's it going, everyone? And happy holidays. We're here to show you the skins that are in for this holiday. Yesterday, the Face Punch exclusive items popped in, and today we've got all the community made skins, except you might notice two of the winners are missing. The explanation behind that is at the last minute, the Thompson just didn't meet Helk's quality, standards. So when he looked at it there at the end, he just decided not going to happen with that one. But the second rock, the North Rock, is going to be in next week. He just didn't want to put two rocks in on the same week when we already had a ton of items anyways. So look for that one next week. That winner will still pop up, but unfortunately it looks like we won't be getting the Thompson. So that is that there. So let's go ahead and jump into things. The first face punch item is going to be the Santa beard, and for some reason it looks very dark gray on me. If you look in the inventory, it's a lot more kind of snow colored. It's being kind of weird there. But one way or another, this is the Santa beard. It's been around. It was a new item last year, and it is back. So it is still running at the $4.99 price that it originally was. And if you want to go ahead and check out how it works, we can go ahead into here, type in Santa, and it is going to be no workbench required and 10 cloth, and it gives you 5, 10, 3, 3, and 10 projectile protection. And it can be worn with like a hat up top or a pair of sunglasses now. So that is the thing there. But that is actually it. We didn't get any clothing items this year. Everything was kind of the same as last year, so that's kind of what happened. Helk was like, everything looks pretty similar, and that's kind of how it was. So we got a lot of deployables, which honestly, people like to decorate for Christmas anyways, or the holiday, and I think that's something that fits. So let's go ahead and start all the way down here, and we're going to take a look at some of the face punch items. We've got the returning Garland set. It's the window and door frame one. They come together as a bundle. They're going to run you $3.49. They do have a little emission at night that looks like the bulbs are glowing, but they don't actually put off a light source, so to say. We'll check those out here at the end when we look at everything in the dark. So if you go into your thing, type in Garland, you'll see it's 25 cloth for each respectively. Again, no workbench required. The next returning item is going to be the holiday wreath, Christmas door wreath, and this one is also going to run you $3.49. It doesn't light up, but it has all sorts of little baubles, moves around in the wind, and it also goes on both sides when you place it. So when you place it, you'll have both an indoor and an outdoor wreath for your little Christmas decoration. We go into here and type in wreath. You will see it is 20 cloth. So there you have that. And of course, no workbench. Our next item is going to be Mr. Snowman over here. As you can see, he can be placed on both foundations and on the terrain. And he's got a spear for an arm, a pickaxe on the other side, a bullet casing for a nose, and putting some use to charcoal and one of those heavy helmets. So this guy's been around for a while now, and he is carrying a price tag of $4.99. It is purely a decoration and just for funsies. But how do you make Mr. Snowman, you say? Well, it's going to cost you some coal, cloth, and metal fragments, 50, 20, and 20. And no workbench required. So you can definitely make him on the fly and give him to a friend or something. Next thing over here, we've got one of the community skins. This is going to be our box for this year. This is the Fairy Tale box. It's going to run you $1.99. And it's got this beautiful mosaic art on it, which of course does light up. And then it's kind of got this frost on the edge and a candy cane design. Over here, you've got some beautiful candles. Santa's a little closer there. And then on the top, you've got this beautiful little Christmas tree scene with presents. So this, again, most of the things are going to shine at night. So we'll be sure to show that. Next, we've got the snow machine returning, and it has a couple of fixes and upgrades. It now requires building privilege to actually access it. So people can't just come up and steal your snow machine low grade unless you let them on your TC. So, hey, there you go. That's a nice little change. So this guy produces a nice little blanket of snow wherever you may be, as you can see. And then it also causes a little snowing effect to come down from the sky. So very neat. And one of the other things is the new sled item that is temporary for this holiday can actually only be used on snow. So if you're somewhere where there isn't snow but you got a snow machine, well, now you have snow. So that is a additional little bonus, extra something with it. This guy is coming back at its pretty high price, but then again, it does do kind of, a lot. It literally makes snow. It's going to run you $649. Next, we can move on to some more community skins, starting with this beautiful furnace. This one is going to run you $149. It is the Silent Night furnace. And it's got this beautiful little scene of a snowy village with a train passing by. Then it's got these little lights along the bottom and everything. And it's just absolutely a beautiful furnace. All right, we'll just light it up. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. And of course at night is when this one will really pop. Next, we've got a sheet metal door. Again, this has got some beautiful glow we'll show you here at the end. It's Santa's door. This will run you $299. And it looks like this nice sheet metal art. You've got Santa flying past the gigantic moon. A beautiful little cabin with some smoke coming out and these really nice forests. There's a little Christmas tree there and a happy looking little snowman. And yeah, it's just got a very Christmassy feel. Definitely a beautiful door. Next, we've got something that a lot of people will be familiar with. It is a advent calendar. This door is, of course, called the Advent Calendar Garage Door. It's going to run you $149, and you can choose your Super Rust things. Look at day 16, we got Pookie Bear. Day 18, Rocket Launcher. AK on day 14. Christmas, we get a big old stocking. Look at that. Oof, 21, a rocket. Yeah. So definitely it's a fun little thing. It also has a special glow. You know, some faint snowflakes. Those will really pop at night. You got some ice and a nice candy cane roller. So this one is very cool. Moving on, we've got a new double armor door and a bonus. It glows and it has these like little neon things on it to go with the theme of neon signs. And oh, there's a snow machine still on. I was like, what is that noise? And this door is called the Christmas Bunker Double Door. It's going to run you $299. And it's got this little neon snowman and Christmas tree. Santa was here. A bunch of little like graffiti and stuff. It definitely fits into Rust. Go ahead and toggle that. And this door does have just, opposites on each side. Nothing special on one side or the other. Next, we've got the last of the Christmas items being added in. We've got the returning Deluxe Christmas lights, and I've put them in a very poorly shaped star. These guys do require electricity. They're going to run you $7.99, just like they did last year. And you can pretty much put them in any shape you want. It stacks up to 100, and you can drag them around, make whatever you like, and boom, there you go. And the nice thing about these is they actually do have multiple settings. So there is steady, flashing, chasing, and fade, which is what we had on originally there. And yeah, it's just a really nice little thing. You can do all sorts of art with it or just decorate whatever. And they're pretty nice. And let's go ahead and take a look at them here. So Deluxe, and as you can see right here, they require 5 electricity per 0.5 meter long stretch, and they're going to cost you 50 metal frags per to make. So there's that. Not too bad on electricity cost. And then we've got neon signs. So as you can see, they're all on this kind of, chicken wire mesh. As you can also see, they all do have a pass-through, and there's 2 different kinds. The top, we've got the static or just basic neon signs in small, medium, and large. And then down here, we've got a medium and large animated signs. So we're first going to go take a look up at these guys here. So the basic signs, the way this works is just like any other sign. You open it up and you paint something on it. Once painted, you are set to go. You've got your color palette here, 3 different brush sizes, and an eraser. And that's pretty much all you got to do with these guys. And as you can see, there is a pass-through like I did mention. So we've got that all set up in the 3 different sizes. And let's go ahead and flip a switch, and there you have it. Now you'll notice that these all look like pasted items, and that's because they are. There is a new command. As of right now, it's only for admins, but hopefully it's something that they can make work for everyone without it being abused too much. And on the subject of abuse, the sign settings for streamers do cover the new neon signs. So that is just something there if you're a streamer or content creator to keep in the back of your mind. That's already should be completely set. So basically, let's get back to this command. You're going to open up F1 and you're going to put upload sign. And then you are going to put either a file path and a file name, or you're going to do just the file name. So what I did is I went into my Rust root directory. If you don't know how to do that, I'm just going to explain it briefly, but you can Google it. Basically, you can go into Steam, right click on Rust, go to properties, then you go over to the local tab and you can click on view files and folders. So that will open the Rust directory folder. So when you click on that in Steam, that is the folder you need to go into. You'll know you're there because you'll see the rust.exe and the Rust client. You'll see that in there. Now you can literally just drop the picture in there. If you do, you literally just have to put the name. So like, let's say rust.png and you're set, okay? But I noticed whenever the game updates, it deletes those. So I actually made a folder now, which is possible. So I actually did signs. Whoops, sings. Signs slash, and then you can do that. So if you do make a separate folder for it, you just have to put the slash and then the file name. I hope that's not too confusing. Again, you can Google it. And when it comes to the signs, they all have their own specific resolution. So if I go over here and try to paste, oh man, we deleted it all. So let's do upload sign, and we'll do sign. Oops, I keep doing that. This dyslexia, guys, not a fun thing. Signs.rust.png. It's gonna say, oh, the PNG is not the right size for this. So I actually went ahead and I found out what the sizes are for literally every single one of the Rust signs. So I'll paste that and pin it in the video. So since the neon signs are the new ones, I'm going to go over that since that is what's relevant. And then I'll paste in the resolutions for, or well, the sizes for all the other signs as well in that pinned comment. So the small sign is going to be 128 by 128. The medium sign is 256 by 128, and large is 256 by 256. So that's pretty easy to remember right there. Not too bad. Like I said, I will go ahead and pin that all. So let's go ahead and drop down and talk about how the animated signs work. So these actually have frames. So what these frames are going to be are what's on your sign, right? So we've got blank, and then we've got the, open sign right here. And this one's been pasted on, obviously, right? And then if you look at this one over here, we've got an arrow, and you can see the arrow has been pasted on in various different frames to move. Then, in addition to that, you can actually look at it and you can set the speed. There's slow, medium, and fast. So I have this one set to fast, and we have this one set to medium right now. And go ahead and flick that switch. And there you have it. And since the arrow demonstrates it pretty well, we'll go ahead and switch it to slow. So you can see slow is very slow. And then medium. Same thing as the open sign there. And then we'll put it back on fast again. So there you have it. Now, these neon signs, how do you craft them? You can just pop it up right here. So the small is going to be 150 metal frags, requires workbench level 1. Medium is 200, same workbench. 250 for the large, and then for the animated ones, there's a addition of some metal frags and some high qual. So 302 and 350 and 5. Now, for the power requirements on these guys, they do have varying power requirements. All right, and to take a look at the power requirements, we've got 8 on the large, 6 and 4, and then for these, 15 and 10. So those are the final power consumption for those right there. So I think that pretty much does it, guys. So I think everyone's dying to see this stuff at night. So let's bring that back. All right, here we are. Look at that. All right, we'll start down here at the end, though. That's funny how the whole Christmas thing just went off, too. So, as I said, they do give off a emission of a glow, but not a light source. I think you can see what I mean now. There's a tiny bit of like a glow coming off of this one here, but the window ones do not. So, just the door frame. Then over here, we've got this beautiful box. And then over here, look at that. Now, it's not supposed to glow as orange. It's kind of glitching out, I think. But you get the idea. Definitely very beautiful. Over here, we've got the Santa's door. And like I said, you can really see that candy cane and the snowflakes now. And there's that neon glow. And let's take a look at the different versions of the Deluxe light. So there's the flashing, chasing, fade, which is what it was on actually, and the slow glow. Yeah, there we go. We got our neon signs. Look at that. How cool. All right, and lastly, let's check out our items. So like I said, there's 2 rocks, so this is the one we're getting this week. You should see the North rock next week. This is the silly pudding rock, as I call it, but it is the Festive pudding rock is the official name. It's going to run you $1.99. And yeah, you can either decide to eat it, I guess, bash in some heads with it, or make friends with it, because it's got that face staring at you. Next, we've got an AK for you, of course, and this one is the Evil Snowman AR. It's going to run you $2.99, and it's got this crazy artwork of a nasty snowman on the side of it. And it's got all sorts of stuff going on in details. There's snowflakes, there's ice, there's the little Christmassy ropes, and then if you look at the front, there's kind of like a nice fade of the ice into the red. It's just all together. Really nice design. Go ahead and pop a reload for you. Aim down the sights, you can see it's got some iron tips with a darker red sight in the middle. Kind of contrasts a little bit with the rest of it, and that snowflake right there, and definitely a very cool looking AK. Lastly, we've got a gingerbread LR for you. This is, well, as you would expect, the Sweet Gift LR. That's not what you would expect. You thought it would have been gingerbread LR, but anyways, this one's gonna run you the usual $1.99 price. It's got all sorts of deliciousness going on to it. Aiming down the sights, you've got some candy cane and the red middle of the sight with the frosted gingerbread around it. And I really like how the green part there really looks like that Christmas tin foil kind of thing. It definitely fits in. Go ahead and pop a reload. There you have it. So that does it, guys. Thanks for checking out all the skins with me and bearing through a pretty long video, but we had a lot of stuff to cover, and crafting costs and how things work and all that. So that is that. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday coming up and enjoy yourselves, whatever it is you celebrate. And that you all stay rusty. Have a great one. Be safe out there.